Hey guys, it's B. I'm sorry this video is going to be uploaded a couple hours later than it should have been. I was really distracted yesterday when I should have been making this video because I got GTA 5, and I'm actually addicted to it, and it's terrible. Like, I'm actually like addicted to it, and I can't put the controller down ever. So me doing this video for you right now instead of playing a game is just my proof of how much I love you. Like, I honestly must love you so much if I can stop playing GTA 5 for long enough to talk to you. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is the first audition, and many of you might have even auditioned for X Factor Season 1, Season 2, or Season 3 and actually know what I'm going to tell you, but for the rest of you who haven't auditioned, the first audition is not shown on TV. There are actually 3 rounds that they don't show on TV before you get in front of the judges stand, which is the first audition on television. I could get in huge trouble for telling you this, guys, but I'm going to anyway. There are 3 rounds, and basically wherever you are, there's like an arena, and then in the center is 36 black booths. They're just basically rods with black curtains hanging from them, and they're all just right next to each other. And you all the auditioners of that area sit on like the seats for that arena. You all take your turn in one of the black booths, and there's one producer sitting in each black booth. And you sing for them for like 15 seconds, and they tell you yay or nay. And if you get a yes, they give you, I think on the first time it's a golden ticket. It's actually just like a yellow piece of paper that says like, congratulations, you've moved on to the next round. And then you leave the booth and you go down somewhere to like fill out forms, and you come back the next day. Then once you get past the first round, that like in the first black booth with your golden ticket, the next day you come back and do it all over again, but there are less booths. I don't remember how many there are the second time. I think maybe 12, and you do the whole thing all over again, but instead of one producer being in the booth, there are 2, and then you get a red ticket, and then if you get that, then that means you're going on to the first, like the actual first round that they show on TV. The second thing I want to talk about is boot camp, and at boot camp there was actually a group round, and in the group round at boot camp, we as individuals, which could mean an individual group that was already created. Like, take Sister C, for example. They were already a group when they came to audition, right? So that would be an individual as a group. So as individuals, we were all put together in a group with other individuals. We were put together, and we had, I think, a couple hours to learn a song together. Another thing I want to talk about is at boot camp, the round that I sang with Carly, I had this giant red mark on my face. And while we were watching this episode at my house, all my friends were texting me, and they were like, ... B, like, you have a giant pimple on your forehead on television. And I was like, guys, this is so embarrassing, because that actually was not a pimple. I swear on my life, if it was, I would tell you, because I don't care. Everyone gets pimples. It's life. I was straightening my hair that morning, and I straightened my forehead, and it burned so bad, and it literally left a mark on my forehead for the next, like, month and a half. It was terrible. Yeah, that's what that was. I promise it wasn't a pimple. Also, to coincide with the burn on my face, when me and Carly sang Pumped Up Kicks, we each had a verse and a chorus, but they just didn't show Carly's verse or my chorus. So, Brittany's house was actually a rented house, and we weren't allowed to have food or water inside the house. And it was in Malibu, and it was like 103 degrees outside, and we weren't allowed to bring food or water inside the house. There was no AC in the house because the AC made noise, so they had to turn it off to film. And we were stuck in the house, and we weren't allowed to leave the house while they were filming, and the only way for us to drink or eat was to go outside the house, but we weren't allowed to leave. So I got really, really sick. Like, I had heat stroke, and I was like, can someone please, like, just let me bring a water bottle inside the house? So I was really, really sick, and I said that, and I said, like, oh, I think I'm getting, like, the heat is bothering me. I need to go out and drink something. Like, I really don't feel good. And they turned it and made it seem like I was really nervous. And I thought I looked a mess, and I thought I was going to sound a mess just because I felt so sick. So that's why I was so upset at judges' houses. Okay, so moving on to live shows now. We were all staying in one mansion together, right? That's what they showed on TV. But in reality, there were two mansions. The second house was the minor house. And the minor house was where the minors slept. We were allowed to be in the main house, but we weren't allowed to sleep there because legally, if you're under the age of 18, on a show, like a reality show like that, you're not allowed to sleep in the same house as people who are over 18. That's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I love you all. Thank you again, and I'll see you next week.